Okay, you're going.
All right, so today we're here with Ginger and Charlie, and this is their Roadmap to Success video. So when I got here, the guardians were primarily concerned about Ginger and her greeting new people because she's a little bit fearful, and then making sure that we help them with any type of resource guarding and just kind of calming down and having good energy and loose leash walking. So I want to refer the guardians, come on Charlie, Charlie, come on. Good girl, good boy. Okay, so I just want to refer the guardians to the video above this one for the loose leash walking and how you can do the structured walk. We demonstrated that with Charlie here, and that's a good demonstration of how to take them out for a walk without them pulling and making it enjoyable for the both of you. As for the resource guarding, we only consider it resource guarding when the dogs are guarding an item, whether it's food, a toy, or a bone, from people, but not from other dogs. So when you want to help the dogs with resource guarding from you, what you want to do is when they're chewing on a bone or they're eating their food is to start dropping food around them, so their association with your hand going near them is that they get more out of it. They get food, they get another extra treat, and then over time as they get more comfortable, when they drop the bone or whatever they have, say the word drop once they did it, and then go and pick it up and give it back to them. So they learn that if you take something, most of the time you're going to give it back to them. So if there is a situation where they have to drop something that they can't have that could be dangerous to them, you can take it and they're willingly giving that over to you. So that's how you can work on the resource guarding. And then to help them with their eating for their meals, remember to have them eat one at a time. Let the older dog Ginger go first, let her finish her meal, and then have Charlie eat afterwards, and again keeping them, the dog that's not eating, out of the foyer, off of the tiles, so that way they're a respectful distance away from each other while eating. The next thing that I want to go over is how to help Ginger be introduced to new people. And the way that you want to go about this is by really setting her up to be successful and making good choices with you being as minimally involved as possible. Now you want to put her on a leash because the leash is there as an emergency belt type of thing. So, or an airbag is a better way of thinking about it. So it's there if you need it, but not there because you want to exercise that kind of control often. You really want to only use the leash if absolutely necessary. Say she tries to go forward and she wants to correct or kind of tell a dog, someone to go away by barking at them. You would just use the leash as necessary to move her away. And remember, increasing distance increases calmness. So the farther she is from something that makes her nervous, the calmer she'll be. So again, at any time you can, try to keep the leash absolutely loose. Your goal when you're watching Ginger while she's meeting new people is to look at her tail. If her tail is above her back, she's too excited, she should be farther away. And then the other thing you should be looking for is the leash. You want to be seeing some type of dip to the leash at all times. That indicates that there's slack on the leash, and that way she's making choices. Let her start to choose when she can move up to other people because she's starting to feel comfortable enough to do so. So make sure that she's staying far enough away. You're using the leash with nice slack to it, and you're kind of following her. Let her work herself towards people as she gets comfortable, and then educate people who are coming over that she might be a little nervous when they're coming over, so they don't try to engage her right away. So that might mean she comes over and sniffs them, but have them not pet her immediately so she can engage them and then she can walk away comfortably. She is pretty clear when she starts to warm up to you. She did during our session here today. She came over, sniffed me, I didn't pet her, and then probably about 20 minutes later she came back over again, and then she was licking my hand, making a lot of eye contact in a nice relaxed way. All of her facial muscles were nice and relaxed, her body posture was relaxed, all indicating that she was comfortable. So I was able to pet her, and I also gave her a treat as a little bonus to make it even more rewarding. And that taught her to start to trust me and that I wasn't going to invade her personal space. But again, you want her to direct that so she starts to learn how to manage that personal boundaries, and by you staying out of the way, she's doing that on her own. So over time you don't need the leash and you don't have to micromanage her, and she's learning how to cope and deal with having new people over all on her own. It's making her confident and independent and more comfortable with new people. So I also want to remind you really quickly to go over the leadership exercise. For the next month, I would do that with Ginger probably once a day. With Charlie, a couple times a week will probably be sufficient. And just to keep doing that to help build the relationship between you and your dog and let them feel like you're confidently in the leadership position. All right, I just want to remind you last that everything you do trains your dog, only sometimes you mean it.